India is a country teeming with people. Both pedestrians and vehicles swarm together without clear boundaries between sidewalks and roads. Walking along the streets, brushing shoulders with countless others, can make one feel almost dizzy from the chaos. In downtown Kolkata, the same scene unfolds: crowded markets and bustling streets, where confusion itself becomes the essence of the experience. On the streets of Kolkata, people casually jaywalk through heavy traffic, stopping cars and crossing first as if it were the most natural thing to do. Cars, auto rickshaws, buses, and hand-pulled rickshaws all move forward in tangled disorder, each heading stubbornly toward its own destination, oblivious to notions of courtesy or traffic rules. The city's overwhelming crowds spill over onto the rusted ferries, crossing the Hooghly River as commuters pack every inch of space. Laborers carrying heavy loads move tirelessly across the towering Howrah Bridge, while the homeless lie sprawled on sidewalks, asleep wherever they happen to be. Situated on the banks of the Hooghly River, a tributary of the Ganges, Kolkata is the capital of West Bengal and India's third-largest metropolitan area. Once the capital of British India, it was also a cradle of the independence movement. In 1912, India's capital was moved from Kolkata to New Delhi. And in 2001, the city's official name was changed from Calcutta to Kolkata. Kolkata is connected across the river by several bridges: the Howrah Bridge, Vidyasagar Setu, Second Hooghly Bridge, and Bali Bridge. The auto rickshaw, a three-wheeled vehicle with a motorcycle engine, is one of India's most common forms of short-distance transport. Yet Kolkata remains unique as the only city in India where the traditional hand-pulled rickshaw still operates. Perhaps the most vivid part of any journey through India, including Kolkata, is encountering its people. Koreans tend to value neatness and uniformity in beauty and fashion. But on the streets of India, one can often meet people whose bold and eccentric styles leave a lasting impression. Poet Ryu Siwa, in his book A Journey to the Lake in the Sky, wrote of meeting an Indian man whose shabby clothes nonetheless radiated the aura of a great philosopher. When asked, "Why don't you work harder?" the man replied, "Why don't you ever rest?" A response so disarmingly confident that it left the poet speechless. In another story, a wandering monk told the poet, "I was born in this life to meet you. Therefore, you must cover all my living expenses." Though the claim was audacious, Ryu Siwa remembered it fondly as one of those charmingly absurd moments that make India unforgettable. The wit, quickness, and even brazenness of Indians can be amusing and surprising, but at times also deeply admirable. Even the vagrants on the streets seem to live as philosophers or mystics, their worldview incomprehensible through the narrow lens of our own values. Their poverty, idleness, and apparent lack of ambition may seem strange to those of us who struggle endlessly for small gains. But perhaps to the Indians, who live with a serene acceptance of life, these things simply do not matter. To the people of Kolkata, the Hooghly River is as sacred as the Ganges in Varanasi. At dusk, one can witness people bathing in the river, or offering sacred rituals along its banks. In the calm of the late afternoon, after the day's frenzy has subsided, the river beneath the backdrop of the Howrah Bridge reveals one of Kolkata's most spiritual and beautiful scenes.